4 days before Christmas, a woman receives a voicemail from a number she doesn't recognize. The message isn't meant for her, but hidden inside that wrong number voicemail is something she hasn't felt in years: hope. And that single mistake is about to change her life forever. 3 years earlier, Elizabeth Lizzie Athens seemed to have everything. She had her boyfriend Andrew, her best friend Josh Hart, and a future filled with possibilities. The three friends were inseparable. Fresh out of journalism school, Lizzie and Josh had even landed opportunities that could launch their dream careers. Life was finally falling into place. Then tragedy struck. One night, Lizzie and Andrew were involved in a devastating car accident. Lizzie survived. Andrew didn't. In a single moment, everything changed. The loss shattered Lizzie's world. The future she once imagined disappeared overnight. Her dream career slipped away, and the grief became something she carried every day. But losing Andrew wasn't the only heartbreak. Not long after the accident, Josh vanished too. Without warning, without explanation, and without even saying goodbye. The person Lizzie needed most simply disappeared from her life. 3 years pass. Lizzie still lives in Seattle and now works as an executive assistant for her mother's company. On the surface, everything seems stable, but beneath that routine is a woman who stopped moving forward long ago. She avoids risks, avoids change, and most importantly, avoids opening her heart again. Grief and guilt have become the walls surrounding her life. Then, just days before Christmas, everything changes. An unknown number calls her phone. Lizzie ignores it. Later, she listens to the voicemail. A man's voice fills the room. His words are emotional, sincere, and full of regret. He's trying to reach a woman named Maddie. He tells her he loves her. He begs for another chance. Then he asks her to meet him on Christmas Eve at 9 o'clock, at the place where they first met. The message ends. For some reason, Lizzie can't stop thinking about it. The voicemail wasn't meant for her, but something about it stays with her. The hope, the vulnerability, and the possibility of a second chance. Determined to find the mystery caller, Lizzie calls the number back. It leads to a hotel. She even visits the hotel in person, hoping someone can help identify the man. But privacy policies prevent the staff from sharing any information. Most people would give up. Lizzie doesn't. She can't explain why, but she feels compelled to deliver the message. As she leaves the hotel, she turns a corner and almost walks directly into Josh Hart. For the first time in 3 years, they're face to face. The surprise is immediate. So is the pain. Years of unanswered questions hang between them. Josh tries to speak, but Lizzie isn't interested. She shuts him down and walks away. But fate clearly has other plans. Later, Lizzie visits Andrew's memorial, one of the places she often goes when life feels overwhelming. Standing among the Christmas lights, she reflects on everything she has lost. Back home, she listens to the voicemail again and notices a clue. The caller mentions a candy store. It's not much, but it's enough. Lizzie begins following the trail. Her search leads her to a local candy shop connected to the mystery. While looking around, she discovers a customer sign-up sheet and photographs it, hoping one of the names might lead her closer to Maddie. The investigation is slowly taking shape. Then Josh appears again. He has figured out what she's doing and offers to help. Lizzie immediately resists. After all, Josh abandoned her when she needed him most. Why should she trust him now? But Josh remains patient. He doesn't argue. He doesn't push. Eventually, Lizzie allows him to join the search. Together, they begin following leads throughout Seattle. As they visit Christmas markets, small businesses, and local landmarks, the two slip back into familiar rhythms, the same rhythms they once shared years ago. At first, every conversation feels awkward, and every interaction feels guarded. But little by little, the tension begins to soften. A shared joke, a familiar smile, and an unexpected laugh slowly bring back the friendship they lost. Then comes the conversation they've both been avoiding. Josh finally explains why he left after Andrew's death. He was drowning in grief himself. Every reminder of the tragedy became unbearable, and seeing Lizzie every day only intensified the pain. He didn't know how to cope, so he ran. Not because he didn't care, but because he cared too much. Lizzie listens quietly. She isn't ready to forgive him, not yet, but for the first time, she understands. The wall between them begins to crack. As their investigation continues, they finally uncover the person they're looking for. Madeline, the woman from the voicemail. She's real, and the moment Lizzie describes the message, everything changes. Madeline instantly recognizes the caller's voice. Emotion floods her face. It's obvious she never expected to hear from him again, and equally obvious that she never stopped caring. With Christmas Eve approaching, Madeline agrees to meet him at the place where they first met, just as the voicemail requested. When the evening finally arrives, Lizzie and Josh accompany her for support. As the clock approaches 9, anticipation fills the air. Then he appears, the mystery caller, exactly where he promised he would be. For a moment, neither says a word. Years of hurt and distance stand between them. Then he softly says her name, and somehow that's enough. The healing begins. Watching from a distance, Lizzie feels something shift inside her. She isn't simply witnessing someone else's love story anymore. She's seeing proof that second chances are real, that relationships can survive mistakes, and that people can find their way back to each other. When she looks beside her, Josh is already looking at her. The meaning is unmistakable. Later, as they walk beneath the glow of Christmas lights, Josh finally says what he's been carrying for years. Leaving Seattle was the biggest mistake of his life, and leaving Lizzie was the biggest mistake of all. He admits that he never stopped thinking about her, never stopped caring, and never stopped wondering what could have been. This time, Lizzie doesn't walk away. Instead, she listens. Then it's her turn to be honest. She confesses something she's never fully admitted out loud. Since the accident, she's blamed herself for Andrew's death. The guilt kept her frozen. It convinced her she didn't deserve happiness, didn't deserve new opportunities, and didn't deserve to move forward. Josh gently reminds her of something important. Holding on to pain isn't honoring Andrew. Living her life is. Taking chances is. Allowing herself to be happy is. For the first time in years, Lizzie feels the weight begin to lift. And finally, under the glow of Christmas lights, she reaches for Josh's hand. Not the other way around. Her. Josh takes her hand and holds it tightly. Then they close the distance that has separated them for 3 long years. Their kiss isn't dramatic. It isn't rushed. It's simply honest. 2 people finding their way back to each other. 2 people finally choosing to stop running. As Christmas comes to a close, Lizzie and Josh walk together through the city. The sadness that once defined her no longer feels so heavy. For the first time in years, the future looks bright again. All because of one wrong number voicemail. A message meant for someone else. A message that led one couple back together and inspired another woman to believe in love again. Sometimes the message that changes your life isn't even addressed to you, but somehow it finds you exactly when you need it most. And that's the story of Time for Him to Come Home for Christmas. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more movie stories and recaps. And remember, sometimes second chances arrive when you least expect them. All you have to do is answer the call